or immature plays with the puck. And a veteran, savvy team like them can make you pay for that.
You didn't generate a ton early, but what did you do to get the lead?
I thought we generated, rebounds. That's how a lot of times you got to score this time of the year. You score on rebounds and net front play and, things of that nature. So, obviously, Cedar Crest had a really good shot that created a rebound for Weisbach. Weisbach won a race to the back post. Then there was a really good shift by that line that set up the second goal. A great play by Barkowski to Weisbach again on the back post. So, those are the goals you got to score at this time of the year.
Coach, when you have to kill three one period, does that take a lot out of your guys?
Yeah. That certainly sucks some momentum, right? They were pretty close to succession. There's probably in a 12-minute span, maybe, whatever that was. So it breaks your rhythm, gets the same guys over the wall a little too much. And then maybe some other guys that, we're playing really well or we're playing good in rhythm aren't on the ice as much in those situations.
It happens.
Going from the lead to what happened. What do you tell them now?
We can't let this be more than one game. That's it. It sucks. We gave away a game we should have won. And but we can't let it be more than one game. Let it be one game, use it as motivation, use it as fuel, be angry about it. But at the same point in time, get your rest, get your recover, and all we have to do is go on the road. We won a game in Hershey last week. All we got to do is go on the road and win one game. That's it.
Did Cedar Crest come in with something to prove today a little bit?
Yeah, a little chip on his shoulder, I think, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He was real good in those first 40 minutes.
Looking for a guy to play a heavier game like he did?
Yeah, and he did. He did a lot of good things in the offensive zone for sure, in terms of winning puck battles and extending possessions against their bigger, more physical defensive core. Yeah.
What's Prow's status?
He's out with an injury today. So day to day, obviously he's an important one. He's a big one to have missing. So I'd say day to day, and hopefully we can have him for Game 5.
How big?
Yeah, I thought Zach was played again a real poised, mature game for the situation, the amount of minutes he had to play, the players he had to play against, things of that nature. So, I think he's shown extremely well all playoffs long.
The go-ahead goal.
Something different from your team in there?
I mean,
I know you can't tackle anymore, but
yeah, well, maybe you can. Yeah, I think, listen, do you want to put guys on the rear end in front of the net? Yes. So I think we should have been more physical. I don't think our forwards handled that situation very good up top. And then I think that what's really important is you're taking away the back doors on those situations too. And the goal did come from right in front. So, I know what the D are thinking. Sometimes you come across and you start cross-checking a guy across and out of the way. You also vacate the back door, and that's a guaranteed goal on a rebound. The one in front is one that is savable potentially. So, that's a hard play, and I know why they were doing what they were doing.
Seth, what do you see in your power play? You're not getting anything.
No, it's not good enough right now. Now, some of that is we haven't earned enough opportunities, or maybe we have earned them and they weren't called earlier in the series. So it is harder to be in rhythm because the power play was excellent, obviously, the first two series. It's harder to be in rhythm when you have one a night, or tonight we had two. I think two is the most we've had in a game, which seems low to me for the physicality and the nature of the game. So I do think that plays into it. They're not in rhythm, but we need to execute better when we get them, and they simply haven't been good enough so far this series, and we need them.
Linus hadn't scored since game one. I mean, he obviously went to the net for the goals. What was the difference in you tonight in your opinion?
Well, I think anytime you're coming back from an injury, it takes a little time. When you have, it's nice to think that you can just come back and play as excellent as you were playing before, because he was, one of our best forwards early in the playoffs before the injury. So, that we're human beings, and there's things you go through when you're coming back from injury as well. I think he just is getting more of his confidence and his swagger back, and I thought he looked really good tonight.
Immaturity a couple times. I remember after Game 5 against Syracuse where you guys are getting hemmed into the zone. What causes that immaturity? Is it just not being careful with the puck or what?
Well, some is, hockey sense and calmness under big moments. Some of it is communication. That's something that we don't do enough. We've been on them all year, but we still don't talk enough. And young teams a lot of times don't. Sometimes you're not as confident in what to tell somebody, so then you don't say anything, and them not saying anything makes it worse. So I think that loud teams are calm teams because everybody's talking on the ice, everybody's letting you know you have time, chip it, I'm open, those types of things. So I think that is something we've worked hard at. We have gotten better at it, but at times it still eludes us, and sometimes in big moments.
Do you feel your team might have been the physicality of the game, especially in the last 10 minutes of the third period?
Our team is, we're in great condition. We have a lot of real high competitors. So no, I don't. The games have been physical, but that's this time of year. I think that it was more our puck decisions that put us in some uncomfortable spots than it was anything else.